In high school, I was very productive as far as being on the right side. We didn't really play with fences that much, so I kind of just hit it past the outfielders. And because I do utilize my speed a lot, I was able to get around and hit a lot of in the park home runs. I utilize bunting a lot, even from the right side, and just kind of used my speed to just hit singles and make them into doubles or just any way to get the ball on the bat. A freshman year of college was very frustrating. Being on the field, I was very confident with my defense and I trusted my ability as far as that. But when I got up to the plate, I was very mentally not checked in and I definitely struggled as far as hitting and even connecting with the ball. I think just seeing different types of pitchers and more experienced pitchers, I definitely was not ready for it and I was not expecting it. And even though I put the work in to try and make it better, just mentally I was not checked in at all. January of last year, we were in the midst of our 5 a.m. practices and my coach came up to me and had a individual meeting with me and asked me how I felt about switching over to the left side and seeing if I was willing to try it, if it's something I've ever thought about, or just to see if it was even possible for me to try it. And it was something I was approached about growing up with different travel coaches, but I never seemed to spend too much time on it to actually try and make it work. So my coaching staff took me to the side and we started doing little basic drills and I didn't even touch a bat until maybe 1.5 months of just doing footwork and speed and seeing different hand-eye coordination that was necessary to switch over. I was very unsure about how I would go about it because it is a total different side of the plate and something I've never done before. And since I'm older in my career, it was kind of hard to adjust to that whole other side and just seeing the ball a different way and seeing different pitches go a different way and just not really expecting things from the left side. So the beginning was very frustrating, and especially during games like in Florida of last year, I wasn't really connecting and I was getting frustrated. I looked awkward, it felt awkward, and it just was very frustrating in the beginning. But after really trying and looking at drills on different websites and following different people and different D1 college girls that are slappers, I was able to just kind of learn from them. And my coaching staff really helped me and really took the time to make sure this was something I felt comfortable with and something that I was willing to try. And as soon as I didn't feel comfortable with it, they were more than willing to put me back on the right side and try and make it from there. But I really just wanted to do as much as I could to just get on that field and get a starting position. I honestly didn't really feel comfortable with it until maybe halfway through last season. My biggest struggle was my timing. So seeing different pitchers, it wasn't really helping me learn timing. You go from a fast pitcher to a slow pitcher the next game, and everything was just getting kind of mixed up. So I think halfway through the season, when I actually learned the steps and watched different things, I was able to learn what would help me specifically as far as timing. And I played summer ball last summer, and I was able to also work on that and take the time to just not get coached in college softball, but to just see that and be able to take it personally. And then I think just this year, I feel a lot more confident about it. It was beginning to work in Florida, and I think the more I just keep hitting, the more confident I get about it. I'm starting to learn how defense works as far as where I need to hit it to get on base. I've learned that I'm actually a lot faster than I think I am, so also doing that. As far as just getting on the base path, I just have to hit the ball. And I think just the more I hit it, the more confident I get. And now the 1 year of experience definitely has helped me. So I definitely consider myself an actual slapper now. This year's been pretty awesome so far. I know it just started, but we're already more than a dozen games in, and I'm feeling pretty good as far as how I'm doing offensively. It's honestly one of the best feelings ever getting on those bases, because I did have very frustrating past, and it was very mentally exhausting, it not working or me feeling uncomfortable as far as what I was doing. But just seeing it work now and my batting average being a lot higher than it ever was is so like such an awesome feeling.